everybody, Brandon Parker back again with another tutorial video. This time this one's going to be on Adobe Premiere Pro, showing you the exporting formats, what you could do to get the quality that you want, and what you got to do to get the format that you want, and to get the size that you're looking for. So let's get inside Premiere Pro, okay? And I'm going to show you all the stuff that I recommend when you're wanting to save your file and export it. So we're going to do this. Open up this project, and yes, some of the files are not there anymore because I deleted them, but I don't need the entire thing because I already did this. So I'm just going to show you. You can go to your, one thing you could do first, import, or do like project settings. Let's go to general, okay, and you can switch between your HD video, you want that, and all that. This, what I do is, if you want to change this, go ahead. If you want to change the scratch disk location, if you know anything about Final Cut, it has this, like Final Cut 7 for sure, so it's similar to that. But if you don't, all this is, scratch disk is where all the files are going to be saved at. Like your rendering files, like anytime you have this red line here, it's going to have that. Capture audio, anytime it has all that, it automatically saves it. So it takes some space on your computer. So probably put it into an external hard drive so you can save some space on your computer, and so it doesn't take too much space or anything like that. I have separate hard drives built into my computer, so I got like total of like 6 gigabytes of space on my computer, or actually 6 terabytes, actually, not gigabytes, terabytes to be exact. So I don't have to worry about that. But if you're going to save it onto your wherever your Windows operating system is installed, pretty much most people might be doing that. So just pick your folder wherever you want, browse for it, and wherever you want it to be at, and all that. All the files, your capture video, all that stuff. Okay, so we're going to click on OK and all that. Okay, and then next what we're going to do is we're going to go to File, and we're going to go to Export. Okay, Media. Okay, and of course I got offline files. I'm not going to worry about that, okay, because I ain't going to be exporting this. I'm just going to show you all the settings that I would export it to. One main thing I would recommend, since if you're a Windows user and you're using Adobe Premiere, I would recommend using Windows Media. Okay, do that, and then sequence, name it to whatever you want. See, the one I already have done recently was Newer Super Mario Brothers Part 2. So I'm going to show you that here in a second after I show you the settings. Okay, I would take this off. Make sure that you change it to whatever you want. I have it 1920 by 1080. Sometimes if it's already like that, I would just leave it. But I would recommend taking it off so you can have it 1920 by 1080. But you should already have your video files edited to the size that you want. So don't change it. Keep it the same size as your editing whatever you started off with. Okay, so when you go to, so we're going to go, oops, cancel that export. I'm just going to go to cancel. So you go to project, settings, and general. Okay, make sure that you have it to whatever you want when you start off with. So we're going to go to file, new project, and no, we don't want to save it. And scratch disk. So you can do that here all at the beginning if you want. I kind of showed you this a little bit in my last video, so I'm not going to go too much into that. And I just showed you again, wherever you want, location, Brandon Parker, my documents. That's what's probably going to be for you as well. If you're using this for the first time and you're exporting it for the first time, you can browse wherever you want. Or just go to OK there. And then this comes up, and all this is where you would want it to be, 1080, 24p. You might want to do 30p if you're doing a gameplay video. And I know like YouTube is eventually going to go to where you can have 60 frames per second for, that's mostly for gameplay videos. You don't need anything higher than 24p unless you're doing major motion and you're moving fast and all that stuff, and you're moving all around and you have a lot of stuff moving. That's mostly for gameplay videos. So I'm just going to leave it at 24 pixels. Okay. And that's okay. So then you have that, and that's it. And then I'm going to go to open project, one that I just let's get out of this. Let's go to file, recent projects, let's go to this one. Okay, and I already know that I have files that, again, it's just going to keep coming up. I'm going to replace them later when I do another gameplay video. I'm not doing one right now, so that's why I call this gaming template, because I already have an intro that I'm using, so it's already set it. I already set this up to the way that I have it, because I don't do extensive editing on this. I just add some transitions, like here, a transition here where it kind of blurs in, and I have this a smoggy one for my watermark. Other than that, but it's some of it is new blue effects and some effects that don't come with it, so I'm gonna tell you much about my editing here. This is about exporting. So we're gonna go back here and we're gonna go back to file and export. Okay, media. Okay, and of course it's warning me again. Okay, and right here, make sure that you have all this here. If you're a Windows user, I highly recommend Windows Media, like I said before. And you can have this on or off. Off if it's not 1920 by 1080, if that's what you want. But it should already be that way to begin with. If you're doing 1280 by 720, then it should already be in 1280 by 720, because it might get distorted. So that's why I'm just saying this here. So if you're making it bigger than what you were editing with, then it could get distorted. So it won't come in HD if you're making it bigger than what you did to begin with. And also make sure it's square pixel 1.0 square pixel, the top one. So make sure it's that, because if it's this, it's going to look like that. It's going to have black bars on the right and the left, and you're going to be like, what the hell, why is it smaller? Because you might have had this highlighted, or this highlighted, or this. So make sure it's the top one, square pixels. Sometimes it'll automatically have that check, sometimes it won't. Just make sure it's that way, and then just do a test render, like get a small short clip and edit and export that out first, and if it comes out the way that you want, because I would export an example like a small clip before you do anything with and like, say this is a big file and I edit this is like 40 minutes long, and I'm going to export this out. Well, it's going to take like an hour or two, and then when you want to look at it after it's done, comes out like crap, you're going to be pissed. So that's why I recommend do like at max the 30-second to begin with, the 30-second clip, export that, add a little bit of effects to it, and it's just a test. Just do that, and if it comes out the way that you want it, and the quality's not crappy, and it's not distorted, and boom, you're good, and then you can continue editing, and you don't have no worries. That's what I would recommend. Okay, so also test this out. Use maximum render quality. Test this part of it out. I would not have it checked, mainly because it would take a long time to render. Even if it's like 30 seconds, it would just extend it to like, I know like this is 40 minutes, like 45 minutes long, because it's a gameplay video, and I didn't do too much editing to it. So if I highlight this and export it, it's going to take like 7 freaking hours, I know for sure. And right now with the unchecked, it's fine. It's going to be perfect for YouTube. No one's going to really notice that it's kind of bad in quality. And the quality is only bad, really bad, if it's in like 360 pixels or something like that. So if you click HD and like 1080 HD, it should be fine for YouTube, and it shouldn't be really fuzzy, and people can enjoy watching it, and you can see me clearly in the video and all that stuff. And you can go to my gaming channel, you can see some of my videos that it's fine. Yes, it's not 100% clear crystal HD, but you don't really notice that it's kind of fuzzy, because it's perfect for internet streaming, and people can watch it just fine, and there's no worries, and it's acceptable to watch. But if you're going to export it for like a film, and you're going to make money off it, and someone's paying you, and they want it in the highest quality possible, and it's the only thing you're going to be working with, then that's fine. Put it into maximum render quality down here. But I highly recommend don't do that. It should be just fine. And what I use to record my gameplay videos is I use which is action. I use that for PC gameplays anyway, and then I use Game Capture HD for my PlayStation console gaming. So it's Game Capture HD for that, and you can also play around with the settings of that, and so that it doesn't come in too big. But make sure that it comes in really nice to where it's not fuzzy, so that when you bring it into your editing software like Adobe Premiere or Sony Vegas, that it comes in the quality that you want. And like I said before, I'm saying it again, make sure that you do a test file no longer than 30 seconds and export that out. Add a little bit of effects to it just to see if it's going to come out the way that you want. And if it does, then continue editing and put in all your files in there, because you're going to get upset if you're waiting for hours. That's happened to me in the past, and I've learned my lesson just playing around because I've been doing this for a long time, and it has done a lot of help for me that I've exported a test, and it's just really nice, and so now everything's fine. So you can do Windows Media. That's one that I highly recommend for Windows users. If you're wanting to do something with the Mac, or you just know because you come from a Mac and you like MOV, do H.264, because a lot of other things you might be working with use this format as well. YouTube likes MOV H.264, so we're going to, if you want to do this, click on this and presets. Okay, it's going to have a lot of options, and it works really well. Adobe Premiere works really well with Mac and Apple and iMovie and all that stuff, and it works well with QuickTime and all that stuff. So that's why I like Adobe Premiere, because Sony Vegas doesn't really have this kind of options for exporting. Sony Vegas, if you're editing with that, WMV is really the only format, because really Sony Vegas is only for Windows. So that's why if it's a program that you're using that's only for Windows, it's probably not going to work well in MOV format. And this one, it works well with Mac and Windows, so that's why it's got more options, so it's better. That's why I would recommend this more if you're using more than just Windows as your operating system. Because like me, I jump from Mac, I jump from Windows, and once in a while I would use Linux. But Linux, for someone like me, I just use Linux just to play around with, just to do different stuff. Because Linux is like a developmental program, and it's for developers, and I'll get more into that later. I did one video on Linux, but I haven't really got too much into it. So okay, so we're going to pick the one that we want, which is if you're doing film, I would recommend 24 frames per second, which would be the 24 frame one, or let's see, I know it would be DVC ProRes. Let's see, look for that. Here we got all this coming up here too. So let's see all this. It's got a lot of stuff. I know it's coming in a little fuzzy because I don't know. Let's see here. Okay, we got oh, YouTube. It's got YouTube settings with this too on because with this. So I would recommend if you want to upload this to like YouTube, try like I said, do a test. Try this one. Okay. And then check it out, and okay, so it'll tell you how big it's going to be. So that's generally what you would expect. If you want lower, expect the quality to be a lot more fuzzier if it's lower than a gig in size. So this is going to be about a gigabyte in size. I know it says 2,731 megabytes. It translates to like about 2.5 gigabytes. So generally that's what I would expect. And since I got a good computer, I should expect no more than 2 hours. Maybe no more, yeah, so like no more than 2 hours. Level, okay, so this is NTSC format, profile high, level, leave it, let's see what 5 does, how big would it make it. So put it back to 4. Okay, it doesn't really change. You can max it out if you want. Okay. Try that. Just play around with it. Okay. Target bitrate 830. It's gonna make this a lot bigger. See? See that right there? Now it's going to be, yeah, it's way too big. So target, I go back to 8. So let's put this on 8. You can manually do it by clicking on it. So let's go to 8. Okay, there. And then 8 on this as well. Okay. And that's what I would do. Okay. And 8 is generally kilobytes. Like when they're watching this video and their internet should generally, that's what I would expect to do that if you're gonna upload this on the internet for like YouTube or any other website similar to YouTube, like Vimeo or Dailymotion, other 2 websites that I know of, because I don't upload to too many other websites other than like Vine, but Vine is like you can like do like a minute or so it's more like uploading short videos there, no more than like a minute to like 30 seconds, something like that. So okay, so that's good. And actually I would do a lot of, yeah, if you ask for, well, I don't know about uploading test stuff to Vine, but do like I would just recommend testing your render quality frame rate. Ooh, I would change this though to 29, maybe 59. I guess you could try it. But that's only if you're doing a gameplay video. Try 59. But if you're not doing a gameplay video and you didn't do 23, okay, or 24. I'd say 23.9. If that option comes up. If it doesn't and 24 is only there, then do 24. Okay? And this is for H.264. Okay? If you want to try that, because you're going to be using Mac or whatever. But if you're not going to use a Mac or anything like that, and don't intend bringing it into your Mac to do later changes with it or something on the Mac side, then I would recommend just Windows Media. So since I don't intend to bring this into my Mac because I don't want to edit it on that, I just want to upload it to YouTube right after this, that's fine. H.264 is perfect for everybody that wants to do whatever they want with it. They choose to use a Mac or they choose to use Windows, and you're going to share it with other people, so, or online or whatever. And because anyway, it's going to go into MOV MP4 if you upload it. When you're uploading it to YouTube and you want to re-download it and save it, like do something else with it later on and download it from your account on your YouTube channel, it's going to go to MP4 anyways. But I would, like I said, if you're just going to edit this on Windows only, then Windows Media is perfect. So Windows Media, we're going to do, like I said, HD, I would say, yeah, 29 frames per second, 1080p, okay. That, make sure it says that down there as well. And then, okay, square pixels, anything else, like I said, is going to show the black bars. And so don't do that. That's for professional editors who have different cameras and got Red Epic and all that kind of stuff. This is just a gameplay video, and I already have it to the size that I want, so it's not going to be distorted. Okay, 8 and 10, I do that. I leave it as that, okay, so that's perfect, and generally, of course, that's the size I'm looking for, and I've done it like this before, and this is what it looks like, okay? So we're going to minimize this, actually, we don't need to close out of that, and we're going to go to here, and we're going to go to computer, and then my videos, and this is what it looks like. So I'm going to turn the audio down on this, okay, which, okay, it already is. Okay, this is what it looks like. I'm going to show you just in the middle. Okay. Okay, there's that. See, you don't really see too much distortion with it. Kinda a little bit fuzzy, just a tad, but it's perfect for watching this on YouTube. It's what you would expect if you're watching this on YouTube. Now, if you're going to, like I said, you're doing like a professional film, I strongly would put it in the maximum quality, but expect to wait more than 2 hours if you, especially with me, and I got a good computer. I got NVIDIA GeForce GTX 780, and I got 32 gigabytes of RAM, it's going to take me 7 hours. If you got less than that, it might even take you 10, 20 hours, depending on what kind of graphics card, RAM that you have on your computer. So this is okay, so we're back to here again, and file exports. One more time just to show you again on the exports. Okay, of course it's warning me because files that are not there anymore. Okay, so this is where you would name it to whatever you want. Probably already told you that. Okay, and then frame rates. Okay, like I said there. Okay, so don't only highlight this if you're doing something like, say you're in film school and they want the highest quality possible, then highlight this. But if you're just gonna upload this on the internet, perfect 20 yeah, this is perfect, especially, and it's just fine for a 45-minute video. It would fine. I would say that, because if you're starting to get up to 5 gigabytes in size, it's going to take forever for it to upload on YouTube. It's probably going to take like an hour, which, depending on your internet speed and all that, like my internet speed is okay, so I would expect this to be 30 minutes at max. So that's fine. So this, and you ain't gonna notice too bad of a quality, because normal size people would watch it. They, like some people that are watching videos won't even put it into the full screen size. They'll just watch it on the video page, and if it looks fine on the video page itself, then you don't need to worry if you don't really notice a fuzz with it. You might notice a little bit of a fuzz if you max it out, but really, how many people are actually going to watch it in full screen? They're going to be watching it straight from the YouTube page without clicking that full screen size thing with that option to maximize, and it covers up your whole entire monitor or your laptop. Very rarely, because I very rarely do that myself. I would only do that if I'm sharing watching the video with someone else and we want to watch the whole thing. But if I'm just watching it myself, I would just leave it and watch it on the video page. So if it looks fine there, then that's just whatever you're looking for. But those are the options there that I recommend. All the other settings, ignore them. You don't really need them. GIF, you don't need that. That's for a picture, like a picture, and you're animating it. And then if you're gonna do a GIF, which I don't know why it has this option in Adobe Premiere, do Photoshop if you want to put it into a GIF format. Right now, we don't need to worry about this. Actually, what a GIF is it's like a short animation that loops over and over again. And if you notice, like some people will have a GIF as their avatar or whatever, and it shows them moving. Sometimes you'll notice that. That's what a GIF is. AVI, obsolete. Not too many programs like AVI, so don't even use AVI. It's Windows Media use that over AVI. AVI, nobody uses that anymore, so I don't know why they still have that there. If you're going to use AVI, test it out first, like I said. Play around with the settings. So I would test out all the settings first. But the two that I recommend the most is Windows Media. 720 would be the option. Try this first if you got a slow computer. 720, small computer, whatever, and it's slow and it's not fast. But me, whenever I captured the footage in, I did it in 1080. So don't do anything higher than 1080, 24, or this. Yeah, so don't do higher than what you recorded your footage in or edited your footage in, because then it's going to get really distorted. So that's what I mean by that. So thanks for watching. Thanks for checking out this video and listening to what I have to say about exporting in Adobe Premiere Pro. If you want to know more about exporting or anything else, anything tutorial related, anything you want to learn about computers, all that jazz, hit me up in the comments, hit me up on Twitter, hit me up on Facebook, hit me up on the internet, wherever I'm at, all my profiles. Ask me your questions there, and I will do my best to answer them. I probably would answer them a lot better if you asked me on Facebook or Twitter, because that's where I answer all my questions. That's where I talk to people outside of my YouTube videos. I take a look at some of my comments on YouTube, but sometimes I get so many, especially with the amount of subscribers that I have on this channel. I know 6,000, to me, it's a lot, but not as much as most other popular YouTubers where they have 1 million. But I still get enough comments where it's hard for me to answer all of them. I only take a look at what pops up on the first page. So if your comment's not on that first page, then I may not answer it. And YouTube has done so many changes where it works with Google Plus that it's a little bit harder to pay attention to all my comments. In some ways it's easy, in some ways it's not. What makes it hard is hard for me to keep track of all the other comments that are way down below in the other pages. So just hit me up on Twitter or Facebook. That's all I'm saying. And if you got something negative to say, I'm going to ignore that. So thanks to all those people that said something positive, that have been watching my videos since day one, or been watching them for a while. Maybe you haven't been watching me since day one, but you've stuck with me and you want to learn from me. Thanks for being positive. Thanks for asking me questions. If you ask me questions, it makes me a lot happy, because if you're just going to say something negative, saying I don't know what I'm talking about, then that's just going to piss me off. And also I'm just gonna ignore you, because really, maybe I may not have helped you because I didn't do what you were looking for. Well, then ask me what you're looking for. I might know what you want to know. You just have to ask me. Probably the reason why I didn't do what you want to know is because I wasn't asked that. So just personally ask me, and I'll teach you in a video on how to do it. So anything you want to know, got any questions, any program, almost any program, I may know something about it, even if I don't have it. Like if you want to know a program that's similar to this or something like that, or whatever about anything else related to tutorials, just ask me. I might know something about it. So just whatever questions you have, just let me know. And down below is where I'm at on the internet, other than just YouTube and just this channel. My gaming channel is Fantasy Art. My third channel is Spynock. I don't upload too much there because I'm picky, and I have been doing tutorials at the film school. I'm pissed off with the film school. I haven't done what I wanted. They got rid of action classes that I wanted to do there. I want to do action films, sci-fi stuff, and they're very picky. They're very scared about weapons and all that stuff. And I tried to ask them, well, can I get a permit? Can I do something, or ask the police or whatever, so that they can, all that kind of stuff, so they know what's going on. And then I'm just shooting up film, and I'm not using actual weapons. Some of the stuff that I told them that I might be using is like toy weapons that kids would use, but I would like spray paint them, and they're just stuff that I use as a prop. Well, I argue with the film school, and I'm yet to have them let me do a real action film like what I see other YouTubers do, like Freddie Wong, which he goes by Freddie W, or Final Cut King, or Film Riot. Any of those small action type films are not dangerous, gory films. They're like, if anything, at max PG-13 stuff that you would see. And films today, most of them are going the PG-13 route because they want people to watch the movie and stuff. And so I don't understand why I can't do that on at the film school. Some of the action and sci-fi stuff that I want to do. So I have been able to put my editing and my filming skills and all that stuff to work, and I'm pissed off a little bit at the film school. It hasn't been going that successful for me, and I'm already almost done. I got like 4 film classes at max left to do, and I'm tired of Denver. I would really want to move out of here. So any support that I get, any everybody that clicks that like button and all that stuff. Helps me out a lot. You don't realize how much you're helping me out. And share my videos everywhere and ask me all your questions where I'm at on the internet. I will do my best to help you out. And I'm serious about this because I'm passionate about what I do, and I take this seriously, and I don't joke around with this because this is what I love to do, and I enjoy doing this, and I don't do this just to get popular. Yes, I would like to, yes, of course, at some point I like to get noticed doing this. I want people to see me, and that's why I do this, but that's not the only reason why I do this. The main reason why I do this is because I love doing it, and it's what I love to do since I was a kid. I'm 25 years old now, and I may not look like I'm 25, but this is me, and I am kind of a small guy if you really look at me and actually see me in person. And that's why I like showing myself in my videos, just so you can see who I am, what I look like, and that's just how I always do my stuff. So I don't hide behind the camera. I don't. Not in any of my videos. I at least show myself in them. Even in my gameplay videos on my gaming channel, which is Fantasy Art, I show myself in them. I don't like to hide behind the camera. I think that's stupid because that's not why I do my videos. I do them to show myself. Anything that I do, I show myself in them. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for checking out this tutorial video. And I hope you learned something new about exporting. And maybe it might have helped you out for other programs that you plan on using in the future. But like I said, got questions, just ask me. And I'll be there to gladly to help you out. And yeah, so I'm there for you. Just ask me your questions and I'll do my best to answer them. But you gotta ask me on Facebook or Twitter because I answer that faster than I do from the comments on YouTube. Unless they're on the first page, I may not answer it or even see it because the amount of subscribers that I have today and stuff that I do because I'm busy with my other channels and other stuff that I do in my life, that it's hard. But I would answer it faster on Facebook or Twitter. So yep, so that's it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for checking out this video. And yep, that's it. And I'll talk to you guys later in my next tutorial video that I do on this channel. Thanks for watching.